What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm out here in the park getting my walk on. Uh, trying to get me a couple miles in before the day actually start off today. Might have to do some yard work, but glad to be here. This is Coffee Time, episode 36. Just thought I'd come, just chop it up this morning. Beautiful out. I don't know if you guys can see the background. I'm in the middle of two soccer fields, halfway done my walk. Just wanted to sit on the bench real quick, put up with the family. But other than that, you guys, just thought I'd come and just talk about some of the weak rebuttal that a lot of people be making. And it's regards to, you see a lot of videos that the brothers and the sisters is posting and talking about how upset a lot of people are with the Democratic Party, particularly us black folk, particularly us foundational black Americans, particularly descendants of slaves, freedmen, whatever title you want to use today is applicable. But a lot of videos are circulating talking about how we're tired as a voting bloc of this shit. Not everybody, but it's a lot of pushback where we're tired of not getting tangibles. And if you look at a lot of the videos that's floating around in regards to it, you always see a lot of other foundational black Americans or just black folk in general, and they make these arguments that are very weak. It's a weak rebuttal. And they say statements like, well, what is the Republicans giving you? You know, by trying to hold the Democrats accountable because we've been voting for them, 90% of us or more been voting for the Democrats for the last 60, 70 years. A lot of people was talking about, well, what is the Republicans gonna give you? They ain't gonna give you nothing. They say stuff like that, or they say two wings of the same bird and all that. Well, first and foremost, if you want to hold the Democrats responsible because you've been voting for them and you want tangibles for your vote, number one, politicians work for you. So you should demand tangibles for your vote, and you should get tangibles for your vote. Secondly, saying what the Republicans do for you, there are other alternatives. There are always other alternatives when it comes. Hold on. There you go. My bad, family. But there's always other alternatives when it comes to voting. And in regards to the Republicans, let's be honest. Most of us, when it comes to the Republicans, we just want to be left alone. We don't want to be bothered. We don't want to be harassed. We don't want people in our community selling us on abortion. We don't want to be told one thing and then misled down another aisle. And you could say person is capping for the Republican Party or whatever. That's not even the case. That's not even the case. They're just pointing out what the Democratic Party has not done and has continued not to do, particularly in these big cities, man. These big cities is getting thrashed by illegal immigration. You see it all in New York, Chicago, in other places, and then you don't even really notice that in certain other areas they're there. So you don't even know because it's kind of kept under the rug. So like in New York and Chicago, you know because of the crime, you know because of the resources, you know basically because after those mayors decided to make them sanctuary cities and the governor makes them sanctuary cities, the resources start to get dried up. And then the crime, people could say that it's not because of the illegal immigration. Well, it sure ain't helping. So like I was saying, so most people come with this argument talking about what are the Republicans doing for you? At the least, the Republicans leave me the hell alone. At the least, the Republicans is leaving you the hell alone. Getting the hell out your way. The Republicans don't want the government in your affairs. Pulling back on all this government stuff. Government regulations. That's at the least. If you choose to vote Republican, that's your choice. And that's your option. That's one of your options. And then like for the general election, you got the Green Party. And for the black Americans, if you ever looked at Jill Stein, I know a lot of people say that they're not big on Jill Stein, but Jill Stein has an agenda. Jill Stein has the reparation package. Jill Stein is trying to address some of the issues that are affecting the everyday American. For those that don't have a problem with the genocide in Palestine, it's amazing that Jill Stein is one of the only Jewish candidates, and she wants an immediate end to what's going on in Gaza, and she is a Jewish candidate. Everybody else is taking money from AIPAC. She hasn't taken any money from AIPAC. And I'm not trying to sell nobody on Jill Stein. I'm just trying to sell you on it's always another alternative. So when people get mad at other people for saying they want to hold the Democratic Party accountable, and then you want to go in their videos and their comments talking about, well, the Republicans ain't doing nothing. Get that weak stuff out of here. At the least, the Republicans is leaving you the hell alone. And I don't know nobody that say that the Republicans, with their agenda and whatever they got going on, you may say, oh, they taking books out of the schools. But most of us didn't learn our history anyway in a book. Our history was learned from oral tradition, passed down from generation to generation. So we need to knock it off with talking about what's going on in our school system. Our school system sucks and has been sucking for the last 20, 30 years. So we need to knock it off with that. But I just wanted to come this morning, chop it up with a couple people, and just let y'all know like that. That's a whole weak argument when somebody say, well, what the Republicans is doing. Leaving me the hell alone, that's what they doing. And for those that live in areas where the Republicans are, quote unquote, in position, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't getting sold on a bunch of goods. You ain't getting walloped. So with that, you guys stay up, man. We might be back. I might be back later with the fellas. Might be doing a Pat Talk later. So you guys take care. Yeah. Peace, family. You guys take care, man. I'm gonna finish getting my walk in, getting this cardio together. Y'all have a good one.